So, Green Lantern. Well, I mean, it's not nearly as bad as Fantastic Four or X-Men Origins or any of those movies like that. No, no. I mean, it is pretty weak. I mean, everything's coming back to me right now. I mean, I wasn't bored. I wasn't bored with it. Okay, well, the movie starts off strong. We get a great opening, introducing of our villain and everything. And then after Ryan Reynolds gets the ring and goes to the alien world, it kind of goes downhill from there. He's at this party. He has his car parked in the driveway of this place, and he's like rocketed up against his will to this alien planet. And they're trying to train him for the ring. And we're introduced to the characters, Avensor, Kilowog, and Sinestro, which were awesome. I wish the movie would have spent more time with them. But anyways, they train him for a little bit, and after maybe, I don't know, maybe like 10 minutes of training, he's just like, screw this, guys, I quit. And he just like walks away, and it cuts to the next scene, and like, no one says like, hey, you left your car at your nephew's birthday party, or hey, you've been gone for a while, where the hell have you been? It's just like he was gone for 5 minutes. And we never get to spend any time with any of the more interesting characters because, well, the movie decides that Hal Jordan needs to spend time with his love interest a lot more. So we get taken away from all the more interesting stuff so we can go through the whole, hey, I have powers, and no, I'm going to save some people, and meanwhile, we never get any information on anyone else. There's never any explanation for any of the flashbacks. Like, early on in the movie, Hal is doing this training exercise with these robotic jets. He wants to prove that he's better than these robotic jets. And he does so by destroying the jets, and he's falling in his plane because he went too high in his altitude or whatever, and it stalled out. And he could have recovered, but all of a sudden he looks at the picture of his dad, and he has a flashback of his dad dying. And it's like, oh, Hal Jordan had a sad past. It wasn't even necessary. Why even give him this? He doesn't even talk about it at all in the entire movie. And if looking at a picture of your dad is going to cause you to fuck up in your training exercise and almost get you killed, maybe you shouldn't have a picture of your dad in the plane, Just a thought. Another thing, this is a superior movie. Even though this one, I think, has a weaker Hal Jordan, the overall story in this was a lot better than the movie that just came out. I can't say it was terrible. I mean, it's not something that's going to last long in my memory at all. I don't think anyone else's either. Yeah, don't waste your money on the 3D for sure. I didn't. Thank God. We don't get to follow the characters that we're interested in, and instead we have to follow the characters that we're not interested in. Like the love interest, and we never get any delve into the psyche of the villain, and in this case, some scientist guy I can't remember the name of. We see him, and all of a sudden he's just like, I'm evil. Blah. The scientist guy has the ability to read minds all of a sudden, and we never see him like read Hal Jordan's mind when there's an opportunity. I mean, it would have been interesting. There's like an interaction between these two characters for like 2 seconds, and then there's like a face-off after he becomes the Green Lantern, and that lasts for about 10 seconds. And he's just like, yeah, I love this girl ever since I looked at her, and it's just so weak. I don't know what else to say about it. I mean, there's nothing really there. Good guy gets powers, villain shows up, and he beats it and saves the day. I forgot. Another thing I almost forgot to mention was, during the training exercise, he just up and leaves and quits, but yet he still has the ring and still has the lantern and everything. They just let him go without any problems. And then at the end of the movie, near the end of the movie, when Parallax is arriving at Earth, Hal Jordan is pleading with these Guardians and everyone there to help him. And I don't know why they don't try to help him. They just leave him to his fate. They're just like, yep, good luck, son. Here you go. Fuck ya. And of course he beats it all on his own. The all-powerful Parallax, who can annihilate planets and kill multiple other Green Lanterns. You know, of course he beats it without any help, and there's no reason for them not to help him. So I don't know what else to say. I mean, it was mediocre. I mean, I wasn't hoping for the movie to end anytime soon or anything like that, so I was entertained a little bit. But compared to X-Men or Thor, and I'm just gonna assume Captain America, this is really nothing, and it's a real big disappointment because I liked Green Lantern. He's one of my favorite DC heroes next to Batman. Oh well. Better luck next time, I guess.